Alright, so now that the new expansion is on the horizon, a lot of people have been asking themselves whether they should get back to the game. A common theme with players that had left in previous expansion is this overwhelming feeling of how much they have to catch up to other players that are currently playing. Well, I don't know if you know this, but it's actually quite easy if you want to catch up with everyone that is playing on the latest patch. Hello everyone, my name is Vats, and in this video, I want to help new and returning players understand how the mentality of the game changed to alleviate this overwhelming feeling that you don't even know where to start. In today's day and age, players have come in and out of the game for years, and some of them do want to come back. However, the bitter realization of catching up to everything the game had to offer is rather discouraging. So the developers changed how you approach the game, in the sense that if you come mid or late expansion, you basically only have to play the latest patch after you've done your leveling to the level cap. Let's start with some basics on how their business model works. Step 1. Start with a free trial. Well, this step only pertains to new accounts. I still think it's worth noting. The first 20 levels are completely free, and it has no time cap as it once had. But before you even create your character, you need to choose your region and realm. Most often than not, I meet European players that are playing on the American servers and vice versa. You can check if you are on the correct version in the Battle.net launcher. Once you picked your region, it's time to go and pick your realm, and make sure you're picking a populated one. And don't be afraid of the full tag on the server. They're never full, with some outliers. One great piece of advice I want to give to new players is to check around where your local community plays. Search in Facebook groups, Discord, Reddit, or whoever you know that already plays the game, to give you the name of the server that most of the people that speak the same language you are speaking. And if you can't find one, I would suggest picking a very populated server, as it really can help you in the long run with finding people to play with. Make sure you use this time to try different classes and specs. Don't commit to anything just yet. Alright, next step. To get past level 20, you would have to start paying actual money. And unlike a lot of other games, this one has a monthly subscription fee. $15 for the American servers, 13 euros or 10 British pounds for the European servers with discounted versions if you commit to more time being subscribed. And usually there is a cosmetic reward for subscribing 6 months in advance. That being said, the sub fee gives access to the entire world of Warcraft, but the last expansion. Blizzard made it extremely easy to level in whichever of the past expansions you liked most. As I mentioned in my previous video, once you've completed the tutorial in Exile's Reach, you can talk to Chromie, a bronze dragon in disguise, and she will transfer you to a different timeline, so you could play out an entire expansion from start to finish. Maybe you would want to level in an expansion you've missed, or relive an older expansion but play as a different class this time, so you can level up from level 20 and onwards, and will stop leveling once you've gotten 10 levels behind the last expansion. So, for example, in Shadowlands, the maximum level you could have achieved without buying the expansion pack was level 50. And once Dragonflight will come out, the subscription will change to include Shadowlands in the base subscription, and will allow you to level to level 60. But again, won't allow you to access the last 10 levels. This directly leads me to the next step: buying the expansion. If you've been going according to plan so far, you're 10 levels away from hitting the max level, and now is the time to buy the expansion to play and experience the current patch with everyone else. The expansion will differ in price depending on what time frame you buy it, but it usually goes from $20 to $40 or the equivalent in euros. It's also important to note that buying the expansion will not replace the subscription fee you are currently paying. It is a one-time purchase you will have to make if you want to play the latest content that has been released. Depending on when exactly you buy the expansion, whether it's the launch of it, the middle of the expansion, or the last patch, there will always be catch-up mechanics that are implemented to get you up to speed with everyone else, so don't be discouraged. Getting gear is a hurdle everyone in the game has to overcome. Make sure to check where exactly you should be gearing up is most likely your priority for now. Information is readily available on World of Warcraft news websites, the most famous one being wowhat.com. My advice is to start slowly, get your main campaign done first, and make sure you're not doing obsolete content that you can do much faster once you're properly geared with equipment from the latest patch, as it's usually the most powerful gear you can acquire at the time. Make sure you're subscribed to get more videos like this one, and I'll see you next time.